Good to be here. There's so much I want to cover, but I've only got like 7 minutes. So I'm going to see what I can do. I better set my timer as well. So I'm global AI coach. I've kind of taken on the title of coach versus trainer because that's kind of what I do. I'm kind of like a travel guide. I show you the best destinations with AI, with tools, with prompts based on your needs and preferences, and then offer advice accordingly. And then I point you in the right direction so you get to your destination, whether it's creating strategies or content with confidence and clarity, and you don't end up in the dodgy part of town, which is putting out crappy content. So I wanted you to stop doing that. So 3 big problems that I see when it comes to AI are the following. People are feeling unprepared because ChatGPT just came out of nowhere. Like it just felt that way. And they're unclear on the next steps to take from here and which tools to use and which prompts to use and what do I even do? And then they're feeling unskilled because they don't know the best approach to use those tools or what are the best prompts or what is a good prompt once they do log in and start getting their hands dirty. So I would love to see in the chat box, which of these resonate with you? Are you feeling unprepared, unclear, unskilled, a bit of all of those? I'd love to know because you are definitely not alone. This is what I'm finding across the board. Let's get my chat box up here. So to share, are you feeling unprepared, unclear, unskilled? You can throw in other words there as well to describe how you're feeling. But ultimately you are not alone. I'll keep going and then you can, I'll read out when I see them. So I wanted to share with you some key tips when it comes to prompt engineering. And while prompt engineering sounds really scary, look, I'm not a technical person, so if I can teach myself this, you can too. What you can think of it is prompt engineering is not about what you ask AI to do, it's how you ask it. So I find so many people are treating the ChatGPT message bar the same way as the Google search bar, but they're not the same thing. You can't just throw in a basic command and expect gold on the first go. It's just not going to happen. So what you need to do is, and this is a game changer for so many people, see ChatGPT as a junior team member or an intern or an assistant. And as soon as you do that, you flip the switch, you think of it more like another person, then it's going to change how you brief it, which is ultimately what a prompt is. So if you were meeting your intern or your junior assistant for the first time, what would you do? You would kick things off with an onboarding or training process, right? So that's what you need to do with ChatGPT. So if you want to create the authentic, high quality content that speaks to your audience, you need to train it up to understand your business, understand your brand voice, and your customer personas or avatars. And that is just step 1. So once you put all that effort into training it up, then you can start doing project briefs. You can start making like marketing strategies or content or call scripts or plans. It needs to know all that background stuff first, just like an intern, just like a person would. So I won't go into how to train all that up because there's so many elements, but I thought I would jump over to ChatGPT and just show you what difference it makes when you get the prompts for brand voice right. Because I know that's a big thing that a lot of people experience. They hate how generic the content can sound, initially without any effort. But that's the thing. If you do put the effort in, you can actually make it sound like you. And mine sounds so much like me now. It's just, I've trained it up really well. So let me just share with you my ChatGPT screen. And then actually I'll just have a look what chats we've got here. I've got excited, unskilled, unable to keep up with the tools, too many. Yeah, just start with the basics. I use literally 3 or 4. And that's probably, not even regularly. Love it for admin. AI is called Mr. Elms. Yeah, as soon as you see like a person, it's different. Fantastic. So let me just show you this. So what we can do, and if you've got ChatGPT at home, at your office, feel free to follow along. Do something like this. please write a 500-word article about why networking is essential for every business leader. So I've said please because I think that's very important. Once again, treating it like a human. But we haven't said anything about brand voice. So just to show you what it's going to do. So why networks? It's literally, the heading is why networking is essential for every business leader. Hasn't been very original, just done exactly that. Networking, it's a term we hear thrown around at conferences, events, and blah, blah. What does it truly mean for a business leader? Now, mine probably is somewhat okay because it's been trained up on my voice. But if I just change it here to say in a professional brand voice, it's going to change slightly. Once it has it a moment. No, oh, there we go. So now it's changed a little bit here. Networking is about building, so you see how initially it kind of started with networking. It's a term thrown around because that's kind of my brand voice. It knows my brand voice. Now that I've asked it to do professional, it's now made it a little bit different. Networking is about building mutually beneficial relationships and connecting with people both inside and outside your industry to share knowledge opportunities. Bit of a mouthful. And then it's given some tips here. Now, if I then ask it to write it in a quirky brand voice, something very different, it will probably be a little bit silly. And that just shows, here we go. Why networking is non-negotiable for every business leader. It's been a bit more creative with the heading. Networking, that magical, slightly awkward thing we all know we should be doing, but sometimes try to avoid, like that last sandwich at a meeting, you know, the one with suspicious mystery filling. So just see that brand voice thing, how it's changed the whole result. And that's a key piece a lot of people don't realize that you can do. And if you actually add in, you trained up on your business, you train it up on your custom avatar, so it knows the angle, it knows the project brief, it knows all of that, the quality is going to be even better. And it's what a lot of people don't realize that you can do, but you can. So let me just, that's pretty much me, I believe. If I managed to do it. I seem to have I've been doing this for a long time now. I have a good knack for timing. Please connect with me on LinkedIn and subscribe to the AI and Me newsletter. I've just put out an article just yesterday, but I'm aiming to get a little bit more frequent with that for tips. So connect with me and I'd love to chat.
Awesome. Thanks, Leanne. And Leanne does run both one-on-one training as well as group training for corporates. So if you are looking at upskilling your teams, reach out to Leanne. I'm sure she'll look after you. Now,